Now, hygiene is at the forefront of Australians' minds right now, but what's also important for keeping ordinary colds and viruses at bay is a strong immune system.
So, what can you eat to give it a boost? Let's bring in Sunrise nutritionist Susie Burrell. Morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're going to look at superfoods first of all.
We are. Now, the first thing to know is, of course, your diet will not necessarily prevent you becoming sick, but what it will do is give your immune system a better chance of managing and preventing illnesses. So one of the areas we've talked about is people rushing out to get pasta, and I'm really not quite sure why, because if you're looking for nutrient-rich foods, you want to go for your lean proteins. So your salmon, which is a rich source of selenium and iodine, which is very important for the immune system. Our lean red meat, packed full of zinc and iron. This is what's going to help you fight illness and keep your immune system pumping, in your essential fats. So if you can't store a lot of meat at the moment, your tin varieties of fish are another good option. Your nut spreads, your seeds, but you want to be having a few serves of those every single day to make sure.
Freeze the salmon. And it's all
freezes quite well,
store it out
because we need that every single day, and a lot of Australians don't get enough iron and zinc.
Now, gut health.
Gut health, really important. We know this is the platform to immune function. So the two areas are the probiotics that we can find in things like the kombucha, your yogurts with the active probiotics in them, and then the prebiotics which feed the good bacteria. So unripened bananas, you can stick one of those more green bananas in your smoothie. The vegetables like your artichokes, your asparagus, this is what will nurture your gut from the inside out and should be the platform to our nutrition every day.
Yogurt drinks?
The yogurt drinks, yes, particularly the ones with the fermented varieties that have got the active molecules in them.
Okay, let's talk about vitamin C. Does drinking loads of orange juice or dosing up on vitamin tablets help?
We're much better with fresh food. Now, there's evidence to show that bumping up your vitamin C to at least 100 milligrams will reduce the length of a cold should you get it. Now, of course, we know our citrus fruits are rich sources, but things like berries, red capsicum, yellow capsicum, chilli, also incredibly high in vitamin C, and a great thing to do at this time of year when we're all trying to boost up our intake of key nutrients. Go with the super bright coloured veggies, do them as a juice, your beetroot, celery, carrot, all of those are a good idea to really load up on fresh food rather than canned and packet things when we're at home.
Right. What about grandma's chicken soup?
There is some evidence to show that it is the stock or the bones that contain a molecule called carnosine, which is thought to help increase the immune cells in the body. So if you are going to enjoy your soup, ideally we need to make it, or at least use a bone broth as the base to get that benefit. You're not going to get the same from a chicken noodle number that you just add water to at the supermarket. It really comes down to making sure you've got the bone base, or at least, as I said, using a bone broth to get that important molecule we need to enhance immune function.
Right.
And some butchers sell that in their section. And finally, some foods we shouldn't be eating.
I think it's funny because we talk about having all the fresh food at home, but the chances when people are watching telly, they're munching down on chips and snack food. So if you are at home, if you are in social isolation, try and not have these foods like the lollies, the chips, the soft drink, the snack food in the house, because if it is there, you will eat it. And at this time of year, when a lot of us are spending a lot more time at home, it can be too tempting. So load up on your proteins, your fresh food. We don't need the heavy pastas and rices everyone's talking about. Make a massive pot of nutrient-rich soup and keep the snack foods to an absolute minimum, because we're sitting down a whole lot more.
Sometimes
food.
Very occasionally.
Okay, good.
Just
All right,
if you do.
Susie,
Thank you.